So there's a pretty good chance that we are going to engage militarily with Iran. And Iran is a big country, more than 90 million people. Here it is on a map, probably about 20% bigger than the state of Texas. And I don't think the administration is making a very clear case on why this would be a good idea, so I'm going to lay it out for you and see what you think. All right, so this is a clear humanitarian win. Here is one brutal crackdown from 2019. Then there was another one in 2022, which was just awful. Then there was another one in 2025-26, 30,000 people. Obviously, that stuff is not very popular, so 70 to 80% of the population opposes the current regime. Only 11% support them. The regime is super corrupt. 90% of people want a democracy. And this guy, Ali Khamenei, the supreme leader, only has 9% support. So the people of Iran would welcome this, which means that it would be easier and also that there's just a strong humanitarian angle clearly to this. Then there's missiles. Iran is really into missiles. And they like to use those missiles to send them to other places. They're pretty reckless with their military technology. Shooting missiles into Saudi Arabia, Syria, Pakistan, Israel, Iraq, and Qatar, all within the last 10 years. And giving literally hundreds of thousands of missiles to a terrorist group. Which is bad enough on its own, but then you combine the fact that they are pursuing nuclear weaponry capabilities. Here is a report from the House of Commons in the UK Parliament, I would say not a biased source, showing that Iran is currently enriching uranium up to 60%, which is, well beyond the 3.6% that they themselves agreed to. And here is the supreme leader publicly giving the green light to build nuclear warheads, which assumedly could be attached to these missiles and sent to places like they are already doing. This dude is clearly reckless and an extremist. Then there's China. So Iran, because it is basically disobeying its own agreements, is sanctioned, but they want to sell their oil, which they are selling to China, basically 90% of it. China really likes discounted oil from sanctioned producers, so it looks like part of what China does in return is send Chinese military aircraft, likely giving Iran a radar system. But Iran is isolated. It seems like neither Moscow nor Beijing wants to go to their rescue, so it's not like this would spread into a wider conflict, most likely. And also, Iran is the main vendor of drones for Russia, who is then using them against Ukraine. Being real about it, this supreme leader guy and his people, they just create problems everywhere. And they are clearly not good to their own citizens. And I don't think the idea here would be complete regime change in Iran. I think you would try to take away the current leadership and find somebody who would basically work with us to steer it in a new direction. So you get W's on a humanitarian front, the missile front, the nuclear front, the China front, the Russia front. This is a big country, not easy. Do you think it's worth it?